Hey, good morning Internet. So another really hot day here in sunny Shropshire. It's only, well, it's 11 o'clock now and it's up to 25 in the garage. It's hotter than that outside, but I thought it'd be nice to carry on and do a bit more of the wiring on the Z550 today, just whilst I've got the time to do it. So as I mentioned very briefly in my last video, I downloaded, as I keep saying, wiring isn't my thing, so I found and downloaded a very simple explanation of how the 3-pin flash unit is wired in relation to the switch and the lights, etc. So I think I understand that now. That seems quite straightforward. So I'm going to work my way through that. I might just have to take the switch apart so I can see this switch apart so I can see the colour of the wires here, so I can trace them back into the loom. But yeah, that's what I'd like to do today, is get the indicators working. And I think what did I say? The other thing I've got to do is the high and low beam. Kill switch isn't done yet. Horn, but I think they're the horn certainly is going to be a lot more straightforward. If I can get the indicators sorted, then job's jobbed. So yeah, okay. Many thanks for the comments about the work so far. I really do appreciate this. Seems a couple of you now are on the belief that they flood up really quickly, which is why they're difficult to start. You know, I did mention last time it probably does need a set of plugs. They look really old. I've no idea how long they've been in here, probably forever. So I will be buying a new set of plugs, and I might try those Iridium ones. So you know, thanks for that. If that's worked for you, then hopefully that'll sort it out. I mean, it either starts on the button instantly or seems to spin over, and I think that's when it's flooding up, isn't it? So yeah, we'll have a look at that after. So going to crack on with the wiring, and let's see how far we get. Okay, thanks very much. So one of the issues that I had with the relay was the 2-pin to wire up are quite different than the 3-pin, and I didn't particularly understand what the codes on the bottom of the flasher relay were for, or what they indicated. So I was able to find a really helpful video on YouTube, and it because you've got 31, 49 and 49A. So 31 is battery negative, 49 is 12 volt in, and 49A is the feed out to the switch. So that gives me a good place to start. So I would say that is, well, it's an orange. It seems to have two. Well, I suppose it's going to have two out though, isn't it? It's going to have one in and two out. So we've got a green, grey. Is that an orange? Green, grey and orange. Okay. So a green and a grey. disconnect these. So the ignition's on and we've got the left switch. So 2 wires coming from the, that's an earth. Right, okay, so we're finally getting somewhere. So let's just have a look at what we've been doing. It's a bit messy, but you know, just bear with me. Here we go. So as you can see, I've got temporary wires here, there and everywhere really. Mainly, that's an earth. Okay, so I think the problem we've had is we've got a live feed going to the flasher relay. We've got the earth coming off the relay, and then there should be a live that goes up to the switch, and there isn't. So this is the wire that we thought it was. It's the right colour, but coming up to the switch, checking inside, it's definitely the right one. So what I've done is I've peeled back the, I mean, it's hardly proper, it was insulating tape covered wires, and I've spliced into that wire and I've put a feed from the flasher unit to this wire, and now we've got, so feed's definitely going to it. Left we've got nothing. Right, we've definitely got a tick in, so we're getting there. So yeah, it's a little bit further ahead. I haven't got any lights flashing yet, but we haven't really got anything wired up, so that'll be the next thing to try. And when there's a bit of resistance on the wires in the form of the bulbs, it will slow that flashing down. So yeah, we're getting there now. Hopefully it's coming on. That's right. Okay. Okay, so halfway there. Right indicators are working fine. Just got to find out why we've got no feed to the left now. So yeah, seems a bit odd, but just giving the switch a good spray, and that's made with electrical cleaner. That's not made any difference at all. So let's just double check things through. Okay, so there's no feed from the switch for the left indicators. The power is still getting to the switch, but it's not getting any further than the switch, so I'm gonna have to pull it apart a bit. I really didn't want to do that, but okay, let's do it. So maybe so I think what that's told us, looking at the actual switch, I don't think there's anything wrong with the switch, that it's just the feed coming out for the left indicators isn't getting as far as a bulb. So I mean, what we can do is cut into that wire like I did with the other one and wire it through to one of the indicators and see if it picks up power. So let's do that. Hello. Oh, you're a good girl, aren't you? Oh yeah, hot today, aren't you? Go on, there you go. Right then, so we've proved the point again. So there must be a break in the wiring from the switch to the indicator somewhere. So what I've done is, as I say, I've broken into that wire coming from the switch. I've tested it with the voltmeter and there's definitely power coming out, but it's not reaching the indicators. So what should happen when I touch these wires, I should move it back a bit so you can see both indicators. When I touch the live, or the feed for the indicators, in turn it should be enough to pick up power. So well, it'll pick up power. So and there we go. So it's definitely another broken wire in the loom. But then Tom did say it's probably not the right loom for the bike, but you know, I'm really pleased with that. That's good. Well, that's it for today, Internet. I think you'll all agree it's been a good result. The indicators are now working, all good and proper. It was a bit of a, I suppose it's more like a puzzle, isn't it? You know, trying to work out the wiring really. So 2 broken wires in the loom, or 2 incorrect wires in the loom somewhere. So I've patched them in. As you can see, I soldered them in, so it's all good. I've still got to make the wires up to the left handlebar switch good, and by that I mean rebinding them up in insulating tape. I don't like using insulating tape because when you take it off later on it's so sticky, it's such a mess, but you know, whatever. But we're slowly getting there. So like I say, we've got tail light now, side lights, brake light off switch and pedal, indicators working. So we've just got the headlamp, which is working, but I've just got to figure out the high beam and low beam switch, and then there's the kill switch from the right hand twist grip, and I think we're about there then. So yeah, all good. I'm not doing any more today. It's now 36 degrees and it's boiling. I'm sweating like a I don't know what. So it's far too hot for me to carry on anymore. But yeah, I'm really pleased with the result today. Great work, and the Z550 is coming on, so it won't be long, I'm sure, before we're taking her out. So thanks very much for sticking with me. I knew we'd get there in the end. So next time it'll just be finishing off on the headlights and what have you, and we're going to be making a some sort of frame, some sort of brackets for the headlamp fairing. I'm not sure if we're going to have to move the indicators yet. I'll tell you why. And I'm sure some of my eagle-eyed GPz owners will spot this, or they'll have already spotted it. But as you can see, I've mounted the indicators here, and this is where the Z550 had its indicators mounted, in this bracket on the end. But the GPz, I don't think it did. I think these ends were for the headlight, and I'm sure there was holes here, so the indicator sat a bit further back. I can't rightly remember, so maybe somebody will help me out with that one. But yeah, we're going to have to make some brackets. So that's it for today from a very hot Shropshire. Thanks very much for sticking with me. If you haven't already, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying the videos. I'm off to have a lovely cold Guinness out the fridge, and I'll sit and do my videos. So yeah, look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, thanks very much. Bye.